Come here, Teddy. You can't stay here. I'll take you back to your little owner. Better not. Ma'am, I'm your neighbor. Peter Wright. No answer. I hope they're both okay. Ma'am, would you open your door for a minute? Ma'am, I just want to know if everything is fine. Man, that looks really bad. Okay, let me check if everything's all right over there. Where's my messenger? Oh man, I was afraid I'd lost it.
Peter? Are you still there? Peter!
Yeah, I'm here. I'm back.
There you are. What was wrong?
I don't really know. The cops were just here.
At your apartment?
No, at the neighbor's.
What happened? Was the music too loud?
Well, that's not how it looked like. There was at least 6 cops, dressed like a SWAT team, armed to the teeth. Probably a special unit. They forced the door open and a man got arrested.
How exciting! Maybe you were living door to door with a felon.
His wife was there too. And a boy. The cops' behavior was pretty violent.
You know the family?
Not really. I only met them in the elevator a couple of times. The guy helped me last week with my moving boxes. He was actually quite nice.
Well, that's how easy it is to be tricked. Let's be happy that someone is worrying about our security. But hey, now let's get on with our conversation. You were telling me about your job. I found that very interesting. What exactly do you do at Greenberg and Winter?
Don't be mad with me, Christine, but right now I'm really not in the mood for a chat.
I know that. I didn't want to hurt you. I'm just trying to...
I'm considering to just go over and ask if everything's all right.
To those felons? Maybe that's not such a good idea. It's better not to get involved in any kind of stories. Who knows what kind of people they are? Maybe they're terrorists.
Criminals. Terrorists. There's a woman and a kid over there.
You don't know that.
The only thing I know is that my neighbors just went through a terrible ordeal. And I also know that I do care.
I understand. Is it because of your own boy?
No, I just want to... yeah. Maybe.
Oh, don't add to your pain, Peter. You will manage. Look after yourself. Talk to me. Tell me about yourself. Think about other things. Peter?
Yeah?
You're not answering. Have I said something wrong?
I have to go now. This incident with the neighbors, it really gets to me. So quiet. I really could use a drink, but better not right now. Much more practical than those messenger contact data transfers. It doesn't need power, always reliable, and can even get wet. Great program, as usual. I could turn it off, but then it'll be quiet like a grave in here. Just one more bottle. Then I'm gonna stop. Damn stuff. A furnished rental, just the way you would imagine it. I really should ask the manager to exchange this thing. Your toys. Don't worry, kid. I'll take good care of them. Come on, superhero. I think somebody needs you. Damn it, to see these things. My kitchen. Well, actually, it's more like a luxurious mini kitchenette. The typical bachelor kitchen. So far, I haven't even used it once. The bathroom. Mr. Greenberg really should have told me that it doesn't have a bathtub. Nothing seems to have changed. The family's name is Oswald, and I think I remember that he called his wife Debbie. My messenger, the latest model. Bill's pretty jealous.
Hello. This is the Messenger ID Number Service Directory, Region, New York City. I am your electronic directory agent, Elena McBride. This service is free of charge for the first 30 seconds. Each following minute or fraction thereof will cost 180 credits. How may I help you?
I need the messenger number of a family named Oswald in New York. Tillery Street, 352.
Please specify your query. Spell the name of the individual you are seeking.
Oswald. Oswald.
Your entry is being analyzed. We have found an entry in our database that corresponds with your query. The messenger ID is being transferred. Would you like to be connected?
No, thank you. I'll call myself.
Can I do anything else for you?
Thanks, anyway.
Thank you for using our service. The conversation costs will be debited from your messenger account. Have a nice day. Hello?
Hello? Mrs. Oswald? This is Peter Wright.
Who?
Peter Wright, your neighbor.
Yes?
Excuse me for disturbing you, ma'am. I just witnessed the, police scene at your apartment door. I wanted to ask if you're all right.
Are you a reporter or something?
Oh, no. I really wanted to check if everything is all right.
It's very kind of you, Mr. Wright, but at the moment we've really got other things to think of. Please don't call anymore. I'm taking the messenger offline soon anyway. Please understand.
Of course, I totally understand that. Excuse me for disturbing you. Mrs. Oswald, your son lost his teddy in the hall.
The teddy bear?
If you would open the door for just a moment, then I would briefly come across the hall and bring it by. I won't keep you very long.
Okay, just a moment. I'll open.
Thank you. See you. Oh, I think here she comes. Good evening. How are you? Is everything okay?
I'm all right.
Well, here's your son's teddy.
Seems to be in one piece. Thanks, Mr. Wright. Hey, Tommy, look. Mr. Wright found your teddy bear.
Hi, Tommy.
He's really shocked.
Yeah,
He's got to rest now.
I'm already leaving. You know, Mrs. Oswald, I don't want to be nosy or intrude on your privacy, but what the heck just happened here? Can I help you with anything?
What happened? You saw it yourself. These men stormed in here like an attack regiment. And they took Graham with them.
Graham? Your husband?
Yeah.
But why?
How should I know? Graham didn't do anything. They didn't give us a reason. They didn't show us any search warrant, no arrest warrant, no nothing. We don't even know where they brought him.
Arrested? For no good reason? Maybe a case of mistaken identity?
I've talked with the police on the phone. They say they know nothing about the operation. Oh, God, those bastards!
Yeah, well, that can't be. There must be some kind of mistake, or maybe a computer mess-up. Would you like me to check with the police department? Maybe this whole thing will turn out to be just one gigantic mistake.
You?
Yeah, well, I'm working for Greenberg and Winter. You probably know these telescreen campaigns. Maybe I can get more information out of them. I would suggest first you calm down now and take care of your son. And I'll talk to the police and get to the bottom of this. You'll see. Everything will be just fine. I'll come back later and check on you again. All right?
Give me a call on the messenger. It's late, and Tommy needs to get to sleep. Or at least, needs to try.
Of course. Okay then.
Hello. This is the Messenger ID number service directory, region New York City. How may I help you?
I need the number of the New York Police Department.
Your question is being analyzed. You wish to contact the police department. The messenger ID is being transferred. Your call will be directly rerouted to the police department in order to ensure that emergency calls are passed on as quickly as possible. Would you like to be connected?
No, thank you. Thanks, anyway.
Thank you for using our service. The conversation costs will be debited from your messenger account. Have a nice day.
Police Department, New York?
Good evening, officer. This is Peter Wright, Tillery Street 352. I need some information, please.
Sir, this is the emergency number. Please do not block the line.
I know, officer, but it's pretty much like an emergency. I would like to know if your department was called to Tillery Street within the last few hours regarding one certain Graham Oswald.
You are not a relation, sir. I can see that here in the database. I'm not allowed to provide any information. At the most, I could tell you the current figures for the official statistics, which are also available via GlobalNet. According to the figures, no operation has taken place in Quadrant Brooklyn West 2 since last week.
Does that mean not even a few hours ago?
I will leave that interpretation to you. I cannot provide any information regarding individual cases.
Then that means no operations in Brooklyn West.
That's correct, sir. Would you clear the line now, sir?
Okay. Thank you, officer.
No problem, sir.
This is really a bit strange. Mrs. Oswald? It's Peter Wright again. Are you doing all right?
Can't sleep. Tommy's awake too. Have you found out anything?
Well, it's really pretty strange. I called the police. Supposedly, no police operations in all of Brooklyn West throughout the whole last week.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know, Mrs. Oswald. It all seems to be pretty strange. I'll try to help you. We'll find your husband. Try to get some sleep. Tomorrow morning I'll talk to Bob at the kiosk. Maybe he noticed something. Quite possible that he was still open when this SWAT commando showed up here.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. Just call tomorrow. I'm at home.
All right. Talk to you tomorrow then. Don't dwell on it too much. And say hi to Tommy for me. Good night.
Good night.
Taking a little nap myself sounds like not such a bad idea. It must be way past 2 a.m. And around noon, the usual agency stress will start all over again. Maybe I can finally fall asleep. Another sleepless night. Good morning, New York. Hello, Mrs. Oswald.
Good morning, Mr. Wright.
Good morning. Well, how are you?
Say good morning to Mr. Wright, Tommy.
Morning, sir.
It's a little better this morning, but we had a pretty restless night. Tommy had bad dreams. I already called our lawyer. He promised to investigate the authorities.
I can see. Central Services repaired your door already, huh?
The lock still needs to be adjusted. You know what those people from Central Services are like.
Well, I would like to be some kind of help. If you'll let me, that is. Nobody disappears just like that.
Do you have that much time? I don't want you to get into any trouble.
Oh no, don't worry. It'll be okay. I only have to show up briefly at the agency later. Otherwise, my boss will be all over me. But fortunately, our campaign is not starting for another 2 weeks. I'll try to get a few days off. I'll check on you later.
It's really nice of you.
Can I ask you some other things? Maybe we can find your husband much faster then.
Yeah, sure. Just go ahead and ask.
What line of work is your husband in?
He was an online journalist. I mean, he is an online journalist. Oh, God, I'm at my wit's end.
I can imagine that. Because this incident yesterday scared the heck out of me, too. But I'm sure we can sort everything out pretty soon. Probably they got some data mixed up. Something like that happens at our agency all the time. I'm sure we'll find your husband before you even know he was gone. Or what was he working on most recently?
He didn't talk much in the past few weeks. I'm not exactly sure. He seemed to be worried, but I have no idea what he was really up to.
That could be a lead.
You mean his arrest had something to do with his work?
It's possible. We'll find out. How can I reach his office?
He's a freelancer, Mr. Wright. He works for several papers.
Does that mean he investigates and writes everything as a freelancer? And then sells his completed stories to the e-papers?
Exactly.
May I ask you one more thing? Do you have a recent picture of him that I could have?
Nothing recent. Graham doesn't like to be photographed, not even at family gatherings. I believe Tommy has the only relatively recent picture of him.
Can I see it?
Oh, you can't really recognize him on it. He gave the photo to Tommy because he thought he looked so cool in it.
He does look cool, Mom.
May I ask you one more thing? Would it be okay if I talked to Tommy for a moment?
You can see that he's very down. This whole thing is just too much for him. Don't you have kids yourself? I saw a box of toys in the elevator when you moved in.
Yeah. I have a son.
Oh? Maybe he and Tommy would like to meet.
Yeah, maybe. I think I have to get going now. I'll get in touch with you by messenger in case I hear something. Either by messenger or otherwise I'll call you here directly.
Thanks, Mr. Wright.
Hey, Tommy. How you doing?
Hi, sir.
Everything all right with your Teddy?
Yeah.
You're not in the mood to chat, huh? You're missing your dad.
Mr. Wright, I don't think that that's the right...
Are you going to help us so Dad'll come home?
I will try that, yeah. Would you like to tell me a little bit about your dad?
Dad is cool. He works at the computer. He tells everybody if the politicians are dumb guys, you know. He is a journalist.
Yeah, I know. Well, and what are you two up to when he's not working?
Dad takes me fishing and to Virtual Palace. And he always brings back cool presents when he returns.
Was it your dad who gave you the teddy as well?
Yeah, of course. But I was a baby then, like 2 or 3 years old or so. Actually, it's not really cool to have a teddy.
Why would you say that? He's so special to you because you got him from your dad, right?
Mom repaired his eye twice already.
Of course. Such a teddy is a great thing to have. Everybody could use a bear as a friend. My son had one too, and he loved him dearly. Even though he wouldn't admit it very often. His buddies from school made fun of him sometimes, but most of them probably had a little teddy or something like it somewhere as well. Maybe watching over their sleep.
It would be good if grown-ups had a teddy too to watch out for them. Then Dad maybe would be here now.
You might be absolutely right. You and your dad, you been to the Virtual Palace? What do you do there? Virtue skating?
We played Maze Hunter with full body suits.
Maze Hunter? Don't you have to be 10 already to play it? That means you must be a really tough little guy, right? As far as I know, maze hunting requires a whole lot of climbing and jumping, especially if you get past level 1.
I have the 3rd Dan now in Maze Hunter. And Dad says next year I can do level 4.
Wow, that's really good. By the way, did you ever climb a tree? I mean a real one?
Of course in the park. And I'm really good at it too. But now I can't go there alone. Mom says there are too many weird people there.
Tell me all about it. What was the last gift from your dad?
An alien, and nobody else has that one, like the one in Roswell. And he even talks.
Oh, really? Cool. What does he say when he talks?
If you push the left eye, he says something like, ad. And if you push the other eye, he says, nice planet, we'll take that one.
Got that. Somehow that sounds familiar to me. Where did he buy him?
I don't know.
And you said he just bought the alien figure recently?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Could I maybe borrow this figure for a little bit?
No, better not. What do you want it for anyway?
Well, I thought this figure could help us find your dad.
Toys can't really do that.
Of course not. Toys can't do that. What I meant was, maybe we could ask somebody where the alien was sold. And that could give us a clue what your dad did before he got arrested. That way, we might be able to find him.
No, I don't want to give it to you. What if my alien disappears too?
And if we trade?
Trade? For what?
I have a Mr. Nuke. Do you know him?
Of course, but only one big kid from daycare has one. They only had him at Toy Galaxy for a short time, and then only in gold brownie packages. And we couldn't get one because they sold out very fast. All of them. And I was very sad because we didn't get one. But don't you need him for your kid?
No. Probably not.
Can I see him?
Sure, just a second. I'll get him. Can I ask you something else?
Sure. What is it?
I have to take care of something. Thank you very much. You helped me a lot. See you later. Here, Tommy, look. Say hi to Mr. Nuke. I found him in the drawer where Patrick's toys are. You like him?
Yeah, sure.
Listen, let's make a deal. Just between us guys. You let me borrow your alien figure, and I'll leave Mr. Nuke with you instead. As a pawn. What do you say?
Do I get him back when I want to play with him?
Of course, anytime. Scout's honor.
Can I, Mom? Please?
Of course, Tommy.
Super. Wait here, sir.
Okay. Treat him really good. Okay, now I'm gonna check how your alien figure can help me too.
Bye, mister. Mom, can I play in my room now?
Okay, I'll make you some french fries later.
What a nice kid.
Yeah, it's not easy for him. The shock will come later.
Better I'll leave now, so you can be alone for a while. If I have any news, I'll call you.
Thanks a lot.
Another brand new day. At least it stopped raining.